Good morning, everybody. This is July the 30th. Sunday, July the 30th, 2023. Tomorrow is my 45th birthday, so today is my last day to be 44. Last day to be 44. Anyway, besides tomorrow being my birthday, there is a significant something about July 30th. But before I do that, let me talk to you about the storm that we had last night. We had a really bad storm last night. And I had just gotten some mowing in yesterday. Look at all these tree branches. Well, they're twigs. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's right. It's some clip that Stephen had. But anyway, you see all the damage? What was that? I know. My neighbor is telling me, my neighbor, I'm not filming you. My neighbor is telling me that I did not clean the yard up nice enough yesterday because, oh, look at your yard, Wilmeth. Look at your yard. It is. So we had Stephen is going to be home within an hour. Oh. So we had a terrible storm last night. Here comes Kitty. Yeah, you wouldn't.
It got rough, really rough. I take it really rough. Was rough.
It was. And so Stephen actually, he was only 2 hours away from home when the storm hit. So he just decided to park the truck and go to sleep.
Well, yeah, I would too.
He just decided to park the truck and go to sleep.
I done paid you.
I'm not going to show you, but look, because my neighbor doesn't want to be on YouTube, I'm sure. You don't want to be on YouTube, do you? No, I'm not. I'm not filming you. So, anyway, I promise I'm not filming you, but this cat loves my neighbor so much. I'll show your ankles, though. This cat loves my neighbor so much. She is my cat's grandma next door, just like she's AJ's grandma. And we feed our cat, but her food must taste better. Her food must taste better.
This man was over there eating out your bowl a while ago, and I hollered at him because one of them was sitting there looking at him. I was afraid they'd get in a fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Look at you. Are you coming for the neighbor's food, too? Oh, my goodness. The grass is always greener on the other side. The neighbor's food always tastes better. So I feed her cat and she feeds my cats.
Let me go get you now. Look at you.
Oh, look at that. But October will stay. The grass is always greener on the other side. I feed her cat and she feeds our cats. And anyway, yeah, we have twigs and sticks everywhere. And I had just mowed yesterday. And check this out. I mean, it could be a whole lot worse. It could be big limbs, but it's just twigs. But, I mean, that's a pretty big twig. It could be, no, she's going to bring you some more food. Come on. Look, she's bringing you some more. Come here, come on. Come show everybody how food tastes better over at the neighbors. Joy ran off. Look at that. Does the food taste better at the neighbors? Come on. What brand do you use anyway for your cat food?
It's Friskies.
So do you like Friskies better than what I provide? That's funny. So my neighbor feeds my cat, and her cat sometimes eats over at my place, and they just like to eat over at each other's places. Isn't that funny? So I was telling Wilmeth last night that I've been her neighbor for 19 years. And don't worry, Wilmeth, you're not on camera. And you're not. Anyway, I was telling my neighbor yesterday that on July the 30th, which is today, we signed our papers for our house 19 years ago. So I've been your neighbor for 19 years, Wilmeth. And she's been the best neighbor I could have possibly have ever had. Isn't that right, Kitty? course, you weren't around 19 years ago. But, yeah, Stephen and I have lived in this house right there for 19 years today. So, and tomorrow's my birthday. So, for my 26th birthday, I got a mortgage for my 26th birthday. So, but praise the Lord. Come on, Joy. This cat doesn't take to Wilmeth as much as October does. I don't know why. Everybody's personality is different. She's got some friskies for you too. Oh, he's got a big stick to chew on. Look at that. You got a big stick to chew on? I had just got them in, Wilmeth, before the storm hit. I had just got them in before the storm hit. And then, and even though Stephen was only... What was that? No, that's right. He had just come in from riding his bike before the storm hit real bad. And so it looks like I mean, it could be worse. I mean, they could be big tree limbs instead of just branches. It could be worse. But Stephen, about 30 minutes ago, he was in Henderson, Kentucky. He was in Henderson, Kentucky, about 30 minutes ago. Stephen was in... Yeah, Stephen was in Henderson, Kentucky about 30 minutes ago. So last night, he just pulled over last night. He said that he sleeps really good in storms like that. He sleeps really good in storms like that. So he said that he would just pull over, and he did. Oh, well, that's where Stephen was just in. So... Anyway, so Stephen, I said, you might make it to Sunday. I said, Stephen, you might make it to Sunday school. And he said, maybe. So, yeah, you wouldn't know that I picked up my yard and mowed my yard yesterday. You wouldn't know that.
Didn't do a very good
job. Yeah.
I don't believe you did a very good job either. Look at that.
I know. Look at all that. So... All right, everybody. Well, you all have a good morning where you all are, and I'm just basking in the fact that I've owned my house for 19 years. Praise the Lord.